Well, greetings, LEGO enjoyers, and I got the LEGO Speed Champions 77242 Ferrari SF-24 set. Yeah, I'm building another Formula 1 car. What a big surprise, am I right? Yeah, this is the last car that the last Ferrari car that Carlos Sainz would drive in before he would get contracted by Williams. Because, well, Ferrari decided to get Lewis Hamilton to drive for their team the following year, which is this year. Oh god, another sticker sheet. Home base, Maranello, Italy. Yeah, that's where Ferrari resides. Duh, because Ferrari is Italian. Everybody should know that by now. Alright, bags 1 and 2. Yeah, I'm going by bag number. 'Cause that's the way you're supposed to do them. Yeah, some people, of course, open up all the bags at once. Which, in my opinion, is not ideal considering that you got a whole mess of pieces to deal with. Anyways, got our driver assembled. Yep, the minifigure. Here we go. It's Ferrari time. Ferrari. This is built differently from the other cars I built. Yeah. Again, I'm still waiting for that moment where Lewis Hamilton wins his first Grand Prix with Ferrari. But it's rarely going to happen because, well, the struggles I had with his team. I actually, honestly, well, again, I feel bad for Lewis Hamilton in his current situation with Ferrari. He's a top guy. He's a world champion. And in theory, him going over to Ferrari should be like the stuff that dreams are made of. One of the best possible drivers with the best Formula 1 team in the world. Yeah. It's debatable if Ferrari is the best. But Ferrari is a well-respected team in Formula 1. And they've always always had their shining moment. Yeah, they might have had some diamonds in the rough. Well, they might have had some rough moments, is what I'm trying to say. Like, the 90s, when they still used V12 engines, when every other team was transitioning over to V10s. But they still had that one moment that always aligns the stars. Ferrari didn't switch to V10s until 1996. Yeah, in 95 they're still using V12s. Crazy to think, considering that every other team is transitioning over to the new V10s, but Ferrari hasn't done so yet. It eventually did so in 1996. Yeah, and by 1999, every team is using V10s. They're all using the same engine layout. So yeah. They would all use the same engines. Yeah. Ferrari is a great team. Yeah, and when Michael Schumacher joined Ferrari, they went back to winning status. So yeah, Ferrari has always had that one moment that just clicks together. Their biggest rival is McLaren. As evident in 1998 when Michael Schumacher's biggest threat was a guy who's pretty much like Superman named Mika Hakkinen. Yeah, I know, he doesn't have any superpowers. He's just a race car driver, but he was still something special. He's from Finland. Yep, and Mika Hakkinen was the only ever driver that Michael Schumacher has feared. Which is interesting, considering that Michael Schumacher, I think, will go on to win 7 world championships. He is a 7-time world championship winner. So yeah, his accomplishments are something to be impressed by. But Lewis Hamilton hasn't had that breakout moment yet, which is a shame. Even Max Verstappen is still winning. Well, not as much as last year, considering that McLaren is pretty much dominating and abusing one-stop strategies. But Verstappen is still winning. Yeah, I think that Formula One should enforce a 2-stop strategy so that we prevent this one-stop nonsense. Like, McLaren doesn't even give other teams a chance to win. I want to see teams other than McLaren win, because the whole one-stop strategy kind of, well, gives McLaren an unfair advantage, in my opinion. But Formula One has been about dominance. But it's also been about pit strategy. Yeah, and if you don't enforce a 2-stop strategy rule on tracks other than Monaco, then McLaren is going to dominate nearly every track. Which is what I want to see. Yeah, I actually don't mind the turbo V6s. They're great sounding engines, and they're a technological feat in themselves. Well, not as good as the V10s. I understand that people want the V10s to come back, but the turbo V6s still produce a decent sound, although they try to replicate the IndyCar turbo V6 sound too hard. But it's just that V6s have a reputation of being inside economy cars, and people want more exclusive engine layouts. Yeah, when it comes to racing, they want more exclusive engine layouts. Even the flat six is well revered, and the inline six is perfectly balanced, as all things should be. But the V6 is, well, it's just there. But you have to keep in mind, these are not ordinary V6 engines. These are race spec V6 engines. They're not your V6 engine inside your granny's Toyota Camry. These are specifically designed to race, which is why I don't think that the complaints of the F80 make any sense whatsoever. They're complaining about the fact that it's just a V6. This is not your mid-size car V6. This is a V6 in a race-winning Ferrari Le Mans car. And yet you're complaining about it and treating it like it's the spawn of Satan. Yeah, there's no happy medium. With car guys. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I've been looking for that piece I laid on there. Yeah. Just gotta cool it, man. Yeah, like, there's a difference between a V6 in your mid-size car and a V6 that is specifically designed to race. It's a big difference. For one thing, the engines have different components. They're made of different materials, and they're much smaller in size. So yeah, a race spec V6 is a lot different from a mid-size car's V6. The reason why V6 engines are commonly used is because they're just easy to find. I bet you, if anything, that people in the car world will find anything to complain about. Yes, even if the next-gen car has more horsepower, they'll still complain about it. Yeah. Can't always make everyone happy, is what I say. Okay, so Ferrari has proven that the number of cylinders isn't everything. It's how fast the car is and how specialized the engine is. And I do believe that Ferrari has made the F80 in celebration to their several Le Mans wins. But I do feel that Ferrari has been winning every Le Mans race since they've won in 2023. Yeah, they won in 2023, 2024, and 2025. Yep. I just basically want another manufacturer besides Ferrari to win. Like, it's cool at first, but when they start winning and winning, well, it gets old. Yeah, the 2025 win is a technicality, considering that it's from a privateer outfit, but it's still a Ferrari nonetheless. Yeah, it's still a Ferrari. Ferrari. Yeah, Ferrari is perhaps the most dominant team in Le Mans right now. Yeah, they pretty much, and like I said, they sell cars to race, as opposed to many other manufacturers racing to sell cars. Because Ferrari has been all about their race heritage. Yeah, I do believe that's why they come up with rules of owning a Ferrari, because they don't want anyone ruining the good image of Ferrari. Ferrari has a heritage. They have a lot of heritage, in fact. They're probably one of the most decorated car companies in the world. Yeah, that's why owning a Ferrari is a privilege and something that's like owning a homeowners association house. Because if you own a Ferrari, you're basically owning a way of life. Yeah, owning a Ferrari is a privilege that few could ever dream of. And if you break one of their rules, you're banned from buying and owning a Ferrari. So you have to be careful. Well, some modified Ferraris out there, they do have their badges removed. Like, if you do modify your Ferrari, you have to remove the badges, because Ferrari does not want any one of the modified cars to get in the way of their brand image. Yeah, they're almost as bad as Nintendo when it comes to their copyrights, but Ferrari has a reason to do what they can. Because they have a lot of history. And a lot of history indeed. Ferrari has pretty much won almost everything. Except for the Indy 500. Yeah, Ferrari was going to make an Indy car, but they decided not to. Yeah, I don't think Ferrari has ever won the Indy 500 because they've never entered an Indy sanctioned race. As I was saying, I don't think Ferrari has ever won the Indy 500 because I don't think they have won an Indy sanctioned race, and they've never entered karts or heck, even the Indy Racing League, which is now known as the IndyCar Series. Although they could enter as Alfa Romeo or Maserati. There we go. And just like that, it's almost all finished. Yeah. I'm gonna basically watch the Richmond race for now. I have a race to review. So, see you around. I'm back. Here we go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Here we go. But it's, alright, here we go. Sheesh. There are decals that are really small. Alright, so decals number 15. Cannot believe that they made decals this small. Because, well, these pieces could be printed on. Much rather have them printed on than having these stickers. Sorry about it. Yeah, the interruption was because someone decided to come down and do laundry unexpectedly. And that person has also decided to stay down. Yeah, this is gonna become a problem. Yeah, I didn't know what the interruption was for, but apparently I wasn't told that. Someone was doing laundry. Yeah, no one told me that. As I was saying, I would have much rather had these pieces printed on than have them become stickers. Like I said, I was told that these pieces were mainly there so that mockists could use them. But if you wanted an extra sticker sheet, you're gonna have to contact the Lego company and be lucky enough if they actually sent you one. Because they don't. Have extra sticker sheets. Yeah, I didn't know that someone was doing laundry today. Yeah, I always pay attention to my video schedule. I don't like it when someone asks me to do a task that would get in the way of my video schedule. Because to me, that's what matters most. Santander. Good Lord. Laundry day. Yeah. It's not my own laundry, by the way, it's someone else's. Still, there's no reason. There's no good reason for Lego to have stickers. Like, I don't understand how a lot of people don't have issues with stickers, given that that's one of my biggest gripes of Lego sets. The amount of stickers that they have. Because, well, if you got some pieces that are printed on, there's not much reason to have stickers other than to cut costs. Yeah, Lego. Yeah, and you have to make sure it's the pieces with the white lines on them. The Santander. Yeah, Santander's always been a sponsorship of Ferrari. Yeah, make sure it's these pieces and not these pieces. Yeah, they're very distinct. God, like, guy's running, or they're running down in the hallway. Yeah, that's a problem. That piece could easily fly off. If you're trying to rearrange the pieces, then you have to be careful that that piece can come off without a moment's notice. Yeah, and another frickin' sticker, which is great. This is one of the reasons why I don't like stickers this small in certain Lego sets. But you have to put them on there because it would look bare without the stickers. It would look incomplete. Again, there's no reason why Lego should have stickers in sets like these, especially when you could easily have the pieces printed on. Yeah, I do rant a lot about stickers in Lego sets. That's one of my biggest complaints about Lego sets is how they overdo it with the stickers sometimes. Yeah, some sets, like this one, are really over-exaggerated with the stickers. Like, they even had to have small stickers, all in the name of hoping that they would be used by mockists. But again, the only way you can get them is either buy them from Lego's site or used. Because These stickers are a pain. Yeah. Yeah. They tell you to use this piece instead of the... Yeah, some tell you to use this piece instead of this piece, and the other white stripes. Piece instead of... Yeah, you have to make sure it's not this piece for some of them, which can definitely take some time to get used to. It's not my fault that someone decided to do laundry and make me lose my focus. Yeah. Don't you hate when that happens? Doing a Lego set, and then all of a sudden someone decides to do laundry. Without even knowing. Yeah, great bond. Alright, number 14. And again, they really overdo it with some of these stickers. Yeah, and it's really hard to get another set of them if you want to use them for mocks. Yeah, number 19. see the sticker. And they really overdo it with the sticker something. Yeah, it's one of my biggest complaints about Lego sets. I'll just skip on that. Yeah, basically the same as the other side. What is with a lot of these stickers? I don't really like stickers that are way too small. To be useful. Oh, God. Yeah, make sure it's this one, not this one. Because you gotta get it right. Oh God, what's going on? It's a freaking mess sometimes. Okay, here we go. yeah, after that, well, they basically decided to stop using the which piece is which step. Because by then, yeah, that sounds for the washer. It's an old washer, by the way. Yeah, it's a long story of why I can't do laundry myself, because of how wonky the washer is. Okay, in there, man. Okay. There. There we go. And blimmo! It's on there. Got the subframe. Yeah, on to bags number 5 and 6. We're at the home stretch, baby. Yeah. Forgot to put these on, by the way. It's much better looking. Look at that. Looks so cool, man. So much black. Yeah, because a lot of Formula 1 cars nowadays have black. Because apparently, paint increases weight. So they have to have as little paint as possible in order to save weight. Okay. Number 12 and number 12. AWS, AWS. And we gotta look for that one red piece. There we go. Stickers are hard to get on, I swear. I always had problems with stickers in any LEGO set. Yeah, this is another piece that should have been printed on. There. Okay. Alright, sticker number 9. Number 9 large. And we got number 7 for the other side. 7 and 9. Okay. Yeah, we put them upside down. Make sure these stickers line up. Yeah. Sometimes these stickers are designed in a way to mess you over. There. That's much better. There. Yeah, it's the front. Yeah, it's the rear wing assembly. And you're supposed to put stickers on them as well. Ah, crap. 5 and 5. Yeah, it's really too dark to see. Note to self, make sure you have better lighting. Make sure your stickers aren't that hard. Like, this is ridiculous, really. This could easily be printed on. Yeah. This is one of my biggest complaints about a lot of Lego sets, is that they don't have printed on pieces. And they pretty much overdo it with the stickers. Again, the reason why they do this is so that it can leave room for them, for Marcus to use stickers. But it means that you have to go on LEGO's website to get an extra sticker sheet. Yeah, so that's a problem for mockists. Anyways, we also got the placement of the pieces wrong. Yeah, you have to make sure the place piece spins exactly as it is. Alright, here we go. Blame it on bad light. Alright, 4. Look at how cool this is. But you do have to be careful. If your fingers are too slippery, you lose your piece. As this piece is real easy to miss. There you go. Alright, here we go. There. Go. There we go. Also home stretch. Come on, get in there. It's so hard. No, it wasn't. Alrighty, now it's time to design the nose cone. There we go, there's the fire engine red. But first, we gotta put some other pieces on. Yeah, it's not fire engine red, it's Rosso Corsa. Yeah. I had to point that out just in case if Ferrari would want to go after me. Yeah. Santander. And we got more sticker pieces to deal with. 24. 25. Yeah, I forgot to put another sticker piece on the other side. Alrighty. Jump up, listen, jump up. Sorry, the camera's battery just ran out. Let's continue. Yeah, we already stickered on this piece, let's sticker on the other. What? Yeah, that person that decided to interrupt my filming routine because, well, the other area is off limits, decided to do laundry 2 days per week. Like, who does that? Anyways, I don't want to rant about it. Why record? Oh, he even asked me why. He even asked me an obvious question. Why can't I record in the other room? Well, it's because the other room is off limits. That's why. It's off limits until more shelving is available. Yeah. Off limits. Yeah, I'm recording in this room because the other room is off limits until further notice. Seriously, like... This is so annoying, man. So annoying to have to deal with this. Well, I have to build all my Lego Formula 1 cars. I shouldn't be able to do it. By the fridge. I guess if that was awful, then yeah. Somebody forgot. Dann nochmal. Seriously. Yeah, it's basically like asking why you can't go to that route while construction is going because it's closed off. Yeah, it's basically like asking that about a certain route that's closed off due to construction. Yeah, and if that route's closed off, it means you can't go there. Just like how the other room is closed off until further notice. Yeah, it's basically off limits. Seriously. There we go. Oh, my poop gal. Already? Well, I guess it is time for him to check on the laundry. But I don't like dealing with this. I just don't. Yeah, and that person wasn't told that that area was off limits. That's what happens when you don't tell people that a certain area is off limits. Yeah. That's why I always put down a sign to tell people that a certain area is off limits at the moment. That's why I always gotta notify them. Anyways, I should have all these stickers done. Just don't like it when stuff gets in the way of my filming routine. If I have something that gets in the way of my film routine, it becomes an issue. Okay. There we go. Almost finished. There's the windows. It's almost finished. Shouldn't have to worry anymore. Because when it's almost finished, it's almost finished. It's almost ready to go. Yeah. Cockpit halo. And there we go. Again, I do like how everything is built there. And yeah, you're supposed to leave it in there like that. Yeah, you think I'm building wrong, but no. You're actually supposed to leave it in there like that. Who knew? Yeah, might as well put the last two stickers on since I just want to be done with them. Ready. Almost finished. Almost there. Almost finished. This is the best part. Yeah, you're actually supposed to do them like that. Get in there, man. Get in there. Good going. Get in there. Get in there. There it is. It's all finished. I got a bunch of spare pieces. So let's go take a look at it. Well, there it is. Yep, it replicates the real life car pretty well. And it rolls pretty well. And just like the other sets, in order to get the driver in, all you have to do is, yeah, just be careful that one piece. It easily springs loose. Yeah, all you have to do is prop up the cockpit halo, make sure the limbs are seated perfectly. There. And there you go. He's in there. And yes, it rolls well, just like any other Lego F1 car. And as a size comparison, here it is alongside Ferrari's main rival, McLaren. Yeah, their main rival right now, and what will always be their main rival. Yeah, same size, same tire diameter as the McLaren. So yeah, another great Formula One set. Yeah, its build is nearly identical to the other ones, but isn't that how Formula One cars are in real life? But just like any other Formula One set, it does have some minor differences. And that actually is good since it brings variety to these cars and doesn't make them complete clone sets. Yeah, I actually do like that. Because that's what Formula One is all about. Yeah, the cars might look the same, but the way you build them is different. The way they're built is different. But anyways, I'm gonna sign off. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell just in case you haven't already done so. Catch you guys next time, and bellissimo. Peace out.